Do you struggle to pronounce the word world? You're not alone. This is a challenging word because of how it's spelled and because it has the and ul sounds together followed by the d. Let's break it down and make it easier for you. First of all, letters OR in the word world say the sound, so you can think about it like ER or IR. You don't need to make any kind of or here. It actually is the beginning of this word is the same as in the word were. So you really want to focus on just having a tight back R with no sliding into it. No or, not war, but were. If that still gives you trouble, I suggest starting with learning to create that back tongue, tighten the sides of the tongue against the inner upper teeth, then shape your lips for the W. Were. So I already have my tongue in position for the R as I add the W. You can also think of the beginning as being the same as this word were, which might be helpful when we get to the next part, adding the ul sound, whirl. Notice how there's almost a sound between the R and the L, whirl, and actually I find it very helpful to think of it almost as being two syllables rather than just whirl. It's difficult to go from that R to the L, and so we naturally have a little bit of an sound here, like in good or book. If you can say the word wool or pull, that second part of the word, the ul part, is what you need in world, ul. So if it's difficult for you to make this ul with the shape happening before it and the tongue lifting, ul, work on the syllabic L and the dark L in words like pull and wool. Then you're going to add that ul to your and your were here. Whirl. So really gliding from the tight back letting the tongue drop into the position and the front of the tongue lifts for the ul. Finally, I add the d, world. I notice that this d doesn't always come all the way forward behind the teeth like it would in do or don't. Because I'm doing the both my ul and my d touch further back on the roof of my mouth than they normally would in a word like light or do, where the tongue is right behind the teeth. So the sound is the most important for placement. It has to be correct, and then the other sounds adjust around the to make the accurate. Some of the errors I hear, the L will drop and they're making something more like word, which also, notice, has the letters OR, but the sound of So word is just the word were plus d. Or they may lose the R quality there and it sounds more like world with just focusing on the ul and the d. So that's where using this almost two-syllable version is going to be able to get you all of the sounds and say this word accurately. Once you can say world slowly like that, try to just speed it up. Keep all of those pieces in place though. World. And then of course, don't forget, once you can say world by itself, it's really helpful to practice in short phrases because you might find it still comes out with the errors or the old way if you don't practice beyond just the word. So you could try around the world peace, world news, world politics, traveling the world. If this word gives you trouble, you probably also have difficulty with the word girl, which has the same elements of the and the ul. Again, just thinking about it like two pieces, and then ul may be helpful as well. So as long as you're practicing on world, practice on girl as well. The girl saw the world of girls. I hope this helped you make this word a little bit easier to tackle. Please let me know other words that you struggle with, that you find difficult to pronounce in English. You can leave a comment and I'll direct you to resources or create a video for you to help you solve those problems. Thanks for practicing with me today, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. I'm Christine Dunbar from speechmodification.com. Remember, if you want to sound like a native speaker, you can do it. speechmodification.com.